so number 5, converting to base 2. So base 2 and base 12 are a little weird because they're so small, so big. It's the same basic process. So step number 1, write the place values to the highest number less than to the highest that is less than our number. Okay, same deal as usual. So let's do it. So the place size. So this is going to be the, oh, we're going to have a bunch of them. Yeah, I better be a little more careful. We're going to have a bunch of them on this one. I think. This is the 1's place, the 2's place, the 4's, the 8, 16, 30. See what I'm doing? We're doing base 2 now, right? So I'm going times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. I got to go till I'm higher than 81. I think it'll be right there. 64 times 2, 128. That's, don't need any of those, right? So the highest one that's less than our number is 64 because we're starting with the number 81. 81's our number. All right, so we have a lot of these in base 2. Step 2. Start at the highest. You know the drill. Take our number divided by the place. So our number is 81. That's our number right here, 81. We're converting 81 to base 2. 81 divided by the highest place, start at the highest place that we can, 64. Well, that's going to be 1 point blah, blah, blah. So take the 1, put a 1. And then you take, then you know the deal, right? The whole number times the place. So that's going to be the 1 times the 64. That's just 64, right? Because that's just 1 in the 64's place. 164 is just 64. That's easy. And then we subtract from the number, don't we? So we take what number? The original number, the 118. I'm thinking back to the first one. 81. There's our number. 81 is our number. Minus 64. Was that 17, I think? Yeah, 17. 17 left. Right? 81 was our number. So 81 left. Now what are we going to do? Step 3. Good. Step 3. Divide the number left divided by the place value. So what's the number left? 17 left divided by the place value. What's the next place value? And I should have said the next place. Yeah, let me show you this. So again, if you're kind of just cranking through your own homework, that's great. That's exactly what you should be doing. But dial back in with me for just a second here, because this might be something that gets you. So you're going to want to see this, and it'll help because we're going to get a 0 here. I want to show you what you do when you get a 0. So you take the number that's left, 17, divided by the next place. The next place is 32, isn't it? That's the next place. So divide by 32. Well, if you do that, if you divide by 32, you're going to get 0 point something. Let me see. I'll do it with my calculator. I'm getting 0.53125. So remember, we throw away the decimal, just keep the whole number, so it's actually 0. So that means we can't have any 32s, right? Because we only have 17 left. So we can't have any 32s in a 7 to represent 17 that are left. So we're saying no 32s. And then, same drill, whole number times the place. Well, that's just going to be 0, isn't it? Right? Because the whole number is 0 times the 32's place is just 0. And when you subtract, that's a bit silly also, isn't it? Subtract from the number left. Well, you're subtracting 0. The number left is 17, right? 17 minus 0, well, there's still 17 left. Of course, because we used up 0. So there's still 17 left. All right, so keep right on moving. So step number 4. Again, divide the number left divided by the next, yeah, let me do it that way, the next place. So what's, sheet here, there we go. What's the next place? The next place is the 16th place. So I'm going to say, okay, the number left, 17 divided by 16, it'll be 1 point something or other. 1.06, blah, blah, blah. Cross that out, grab the 1, put the 1 right there. Right? And then step number 5, down here. Step number 5, take the whole number times the place. So what's the whole number? The 1 times the place. What is that place? We're in the 16th place, right? This is 1 in the 16th place, isn't it? So 1 in the 16th place. That's 16. Subtract from the number that's left. What number is left? Right here, still 17. Subtract 16, that is only 1 left. So, all right, so we got 1. Now, we only have 1 left. Can we just wrap up this problem without going through all the, I mean, you can go step by step by step by step, but look, we've only got 1 left to represent, don't we? So you're going to have 1 down, these are all going to be zeros, and you're going to have 1 in the ones place, right? Because 1, 1 is 1. You only have 1 left to go. We only have 1 left. Everybody seeing this? We only have 1 left to represent. We're trying to represent the entire original number, and we only got 1 left. So then these are all zeros, and this is a 1 in the ones place. That gives you 1 left. So there's our answer. In base 2, 101, 0001. There it is.
I'm confused.
Question.
Yes. How's everything 0 and then the last 1 is a 1?
Yeah. Well, you could go through the steps. Yeah, it's a good question. I'm just trying to save some time, but you could go through the next steps if that's confusing. You could say, okay, I got 1 left. I'm just going to do the next step, which is to, whoops, sorry. I don't know what I did there. Sorry, I jumped to something completely different. Let me hit the wrong button. Here we go. There we go. All right, so let me try a different button this time. We could do the next step normally is you take the number left, right, and you divide by the next place. If I did, let me just show you the next step. If I did the next step formally, then I would take the number left divided by the next place, right? That's what we always do. What's the number left? 1, right? At this point, 1 is the number left, divided by the next place. What would have been the next place? The next place would have been the 8th place, right? We just finished with the 16th. Would have been the 8th place. So if I take 1 divided by 8 on my calculator, I'm going to get 0.125. Remember, you throw away the decimal, grab the whole number. See, the next one's a 0. And so that's why this one ends up being 0. That'll keep happening. You can go through the steps formally if you want. They're all going to just come out 0, 0, 0. But basically, to make it simpler, I'm saying to you, we only have 1 left to represent. You see, we're representing the original number, the original, where is it? Right here, 81. We're representing the original 81 with base 2 numbers, base 2 numbers. So if, and we already had a whole bunch done right here. At this point, we had 1, whoop, here, let me try this again. At this point, we had 1 left to go. So if you only have 1 left to go, then you just put 1 in the ones place. That represents 1. Just like 1 in the 16s place represents 16, and 1 in the 64s place represents 64. So if we just have 1 left, then we just put 1 in the ones place. And that takes.
Do you think this applies to?
You can do it formally.